Alright, there's a band that's been popping up in the comment section of my videos a lot lately, and that band is Band-Maid. I'll be honest, at first I didn't understand why so many of my channel viewers kept mentioning this band, because I saw a few pictures, noticed the maid outfits, and thought, what is this, a gimmick band? But so many of you kept saying, no, really listen to. So I finally did, and I'm gonna let you know what I came up with right here. So when you first encounter Band-Maid, the only thing that leaps out at you is the image. So they've got these bright, playful, cosplay, pop aesthetic look to them, and I've had a long-standing belief, anyone who watches this channel knows, that sometimes an image-based band can unintentionally build a barrier between themselves and their audience. And I think that while the spectacle of a band is cool, like Kiss or something like that, in the end, that overreaching aesthetic can put a barrier between the audience and the music. So with Band-Maid, I felt that tension right away. That was my first thought. Then the songs started, and what leaped out at me wasn't at all the look and the outfits. It was the playing, the tight, disciplined approach, the huge riffs, drumming that locks in like a machine, bass lines that rage and drive the arrangement, and really, really good songwriting that respects classic heavy metal and classic rock, but doesn't really copy it. So if you took the image completely away and just listened to the band, what you would have is a pretty aggressive, pretty polished band that blends 80s hair metal and 80s really hard heavy metal together in a way that's interesting and exciting. So here's where the image and the sound kind of wrestle with each other. There's a contrast between the way the band looks and the music that they play that I'm not sure has existed in any other band that I know of. So whether or not this was just a marketing tool or it's some kind of an artistic statement for them, the image of the band doesn't relate at all to the way that they sound. And I think that Band-Maid, by doing this, has created something that's really new. And if you look past that dynamic between the image and the sound, you hear precision, really interesting and intentional arrangement choices that have great knowledge of and respect for guitar-driven music. And at a time right now when there are so many heavy bands that all sound the same, Band-Maid feels like a modern, international, technically confident band that's committed to the music. And whether you love the Maid aesthetic or just tolerate it, the heart of what this band is doing is absolutely about music, and it's about heavy rock. So I still have a few questions about this band and things that I don't really know about them yet. And I'm counting on those of you who are Band-Maid fans to help the rest of us along here. I know that the band has been around for around 10 years and that they have been experimenting with new formats since they started, so they have never stagnated, and I like bands that continue to grow and evolve, but I'm not informed enough about this band yet to tell you exactly what the evolution consists of. So I'm leaving it up to you guys. What do you think about this band? What do you think about the image? What do you think are their best songs? Where do you think they're headed? And if someone's new to the band, kind of like I am, where do you think is the best place to start? Let me know down in the comments below.
Music Guru here, asking you to help us on our march to 10,000 subscribers.